Please let me welcome Dana Friedman, everybody. Dana Friedman.
Thanks. Well, welcome to the diversity portion of the show. Yeah, because one thing you don't see a lot in comedy is white Jews. So far, we've had Jaffe, Rosenfeld, and Friedman. That's not comedy, it's a law firm. But there's more to this than meets the eye. I am an Orthodox Jewish transsexual, and that comes with a certain amount... What? Just me? That's all right. In comedy, being different is good. In Orthodox Judaism, not so much. I don't care. I was always a wise ass. Even in my bar mitzvah speech, I said, today I am a man. Tomorrow... Not so much. But it's New York, it's 2016. It's hard to shock you people. You know, trans has been flavor of the month for about 3 years. And Caitlyn Jenner is what we call a transsexual. And her TV show's about to get canceled, which means trans has finally become boring. Thank God. You know what else is boring? April. I mean, what do we got? We got April showers, taxes, and Passover. Whoopee. Last month was a lot more interesting. March was International Women's History Month. And since I was a little late to that party, I started celebrating on the 15th. Now, those higher up on the social ladder tend not to care about those below them. Like, there are men, especially white men, no offense, who are angry about the upcoming Ghostbusters remake because it stars 4 females. And they're actually debating whether women can be good comedians. Which is ridiculous and confusing to me because I'm trans. What did I used to be funny? Now, when I started performing stand-up, I took a class. And our first lesson was we had to be accessible. We had to be relatable. I wanted to talk about being a tranny. Oh, the teacher laughed. Yeah, like anyone in America will ever want to see that. You may not like Caitlyn Jenner, but she has the world's greatest publicist. In November, Glamour magazine named her Woman of the Year. She had been in transition 6 months. Couldn't they have called her half woman? Okay, bad idea. But this wealthy, overprivileged white lady walked away from a vehicular manslaughter. You know who should name her Woman of the Year? Car and driver. That kind of crowd. But my friends see past the hype, so I get the Jenner questions. Like, did she transition because she likes men? No, she's a lesbian, which explains why she's good at track and field. Slow burn on that one. But she's not just a lesbian. She's a Republican transsexual lesbian. She likes women a lot more than her party does. Oh, the dumbest things come out of her mouth. All right, she's into girls exclusively. But she said that affection from a man would make her feel more like a woman. Fine, 7 billion people on the planet, gotta be one tranny chaser hot for Caitlyn Jenner. But he'll never catch her, she was an Olympic runner. Now, if she really wants men who'll be interested in her, she should move to Pakistan. Because Muslim guys love the trannies. This is a real thing. I've been hit on by men from Libya, Lebanon, Syria, Saudi Arabia, Egypt, Turkey, Astoria. If the country hates Jews, its men have propositioned me. And I figured it out. See, Muslims believe men are better at everything than women. You know, driving, managing money, and being women. I am the Nation of Islam's dream come true. Yeah, because they love the trannies and screwing the Jews. Maybe Jenner's just looking for someone to call daddy. Then again, she's 66. Most guys she could call daddy won't hear it. But 66 isn't too old for a major life change. Billy Joel is 66 and he just became a dad for the second time. So by the time that kid's in college, Billy will be dead. Okay. A Republican transsexual lesbian who's against gay marriage, and yet she wants everything so cut and dried to match her face. Yeah, you think you see what you're seeing on the magazines and TV is real? Her plastic surgeon saw the Vanity Fair cover, said, "I'm good, but not that good." And my friends, especially my trans friends, say, "Lay off. Put yourself in her shoes." I would, but she's a size 13. There's been feminist backlash because of her. Some say Caitlyn's not a real woman. Well, I understand their anger. She's certainly clueless. In November, she said the hardest part of being a woman is figuring out what to wear. Well, sure it is if you shop for pumps at the big and tall store. Also, she got her breast implants at 65. Nobody does that. Joan Rivers got hers at 50. That's a transsexual I can trust. That's called being disingenuous. Not liking the puns. All right, fine. But you know what? It's tit for tat. Because before she died, Joan called the president gay and the first lady a tranny. That's not how it works. They tried the same thing with me when I was growing up. "Oh, you're not trans. You just like boys and don't want to be gay." No! Going female for guys is like converting to Judaism for gefilte fish. I don't discriminate in my attractions on the basis of gender. There's so many better reasons. Good looks, family, trust. A family trust. Gender and sexual orientation are so rich. Jenner hasn't explored all her options, and $100 million buys you a lot of options. Like, when I was a baby tranny, What, baby tranny? Baby tranny is a term that should be hyphenated, because otherwise it seems miraculous. Okay, no punctuation jokes. But when I was a baby tranny, I experimented with alternative sexuality. And one of my stops was what's called BDSM. That's bondage, discipline, sadism, and masochism. Also known as Jewish day school. Some friends invited me to a club, and I dressed appropriately. Black spandex mini dress, garter belt, stockings, heels, makeup, jewelry. And I was looking pretty hot, and this woman starts to... Sorry. Yeah, it could happen. I was young and pretty once. Well, once. April 21st, 1986. But my friends are fine with my being trans. Some don't like that I'm Orthodox Jewish. They think it's sexist because the men say a blessing thanking God they weren't born a woman. No big deal. I also thank God they weren't born women. But you know what? The radical feminists say the transsexuals are tools of the patriarchy. That's ridiculous. How could we be tools of the patriarchy when the thing we remove is our tool of the patriarchy? Good night.
Friedman, I got it. I can handle it. I can handle it.